Hello guys, today I want to show you how to do PTI on a semi-trailer, and it's also related to a semi-truck. It's very important because you can avoid problems on the road and also problems with DOT and very expensive repairs on the side of the road. Plus safety rating would be affected if you have any problems with your truck or trailer. So first of all, we check tires. It says it should be 100 PSI on both, and I noticed that many of truck drivers kick their tires as if they can understand much of that. The problem is when you try to kick your tires pretending you check your air pressure, you'll be able to find out if the pressure is way too low. But if a tire loses pressure slowly, for example today it's 100, tomorrow is like 95, and then in a week it will be for example 60, and if you put it if you load it with a heavy load, first tire will blow up because of too much pressure, and second will be blow up. So that's why you use this tool, and it's pretty cheap. It's like $10 in Walmart. And when you check all tires 100, then you can be sure it will be okay to drive it. Then you check all these nuts. The thread should be more or less equal on each bolt. Why it is important? Because if any of those nuts will get loosened, then this bolt can break up. So the disc, the rim, will not hold the weight, and after one breaks, all others can start breaking. And actually, under some bad circumstances, this tire can fall off. And I actually saw a couple of those on the road. Means somebody didn't have the lug nuts. They had it pretty loose, I would assume. Then you check oil in the hub. Normally you have this little hole here, and you open it, for example with a screwdriver, and then you check how much oil you have. Why it is important? Because with no oil, it will this will overheat, and pretty much it will be an expensive road repair. You'll have to replace the axle and likely two tires. It will be like closer to a couple of thousand for just one side. So then you check tire wear. It should be equal from every angle. So you see, so that's how you're supposed to check it, and all the way to the bottom. You don't want to find nails that will cause losing an air pressure. You don't want that. Then you go underneath and check this chamber. Right here I have a bolt, so I cannot see inside, but normally if I wouldn't have it, there would be a hole, so I will be able to see a spring. Spring should be functional, or it's out of service. Then you need to check those air hoses, so nothing should be leaking, no cracks, no damage. And then let me go to another tire. I'll show you better. So here you need to check the condition of brake drum. So you kind of touch it right here, and normally there shouldn't be any gap on the edge. That shows wear of brake drums. Well, if it's a couple of millimeters here, then it's about to get replaced, for example. And that's if it's more than a couple of millimeters, DOT can put you out of service. Then you check condition of brake shoes. So on each tire, this brake shoe should have equal wear. And if you check this gap right here, this gap should be equal on each side and each axle. Because of that, it affects ability how you brake it, brake effectiveness. And it's especially related if you haul heavy loads or if you are in the mountains. You need to check this gap, or effectiveness won't be as good as it should. And it also can cause out of service if brake shoes are bad or worn, or drum. And drum can actually fall apart. So that's what something you'd consider it. Then you check air brakes, air suspension, so it shouldn't have any cracks or damage or air leak. And then you check seal that's inside. You see this, my seal shows grease, and normally it would be out of service, but I just had an annual inspection, and I explained that I overfilled the hub with the grease, and the hub is full of grease because I mean it's normal, but since I put 3 packs of grease there, it found the way to escape. But this is not out of service in my situation, but normally the would ask about it. So wheel seal should be, if you have just oil there, and if you have similar situation, then it means oil is leaking. It means your hubs are empty. So I suggest to use grease. Then you check slack adjuster. And for example, from what I see here, excessive grease is escaping. It means I would have to check it and to fill out through those holes. You see these grease holes, grease nipples, or how you call it, and add some more grease. Here, you see, I would need to use that nipple right there to have slack adjusters greased. Otherwise, it will be be worn quicker than you would expect, and this is one of the causes that DOT put out of service. And to check it, you need to have a second person, and you'll see how it moves. And the best choice to do it is to go to Loves or TA and ask them to check your slack adjusters, and they will tell you how far would this go, and is it normal or not. And I think you can do it only with 2 people. And right now, pretty much one tire took me like 10 minutes to research. And if you won't do it, and DOT will do it, then it is here, it could be like 6 out of services just for one side, one axle. And you have to do the same with all tires and all axles, and also on the tractor. So if you have any questions, please feel free to ask. Thanks.